What's up, people? Rage here. It's the first time I actually use ultra wide, but there's a very good reason why. Today we're gonna be taking a look at this 65-inch Samsung curved screen that I bought on Marketplace just today, about like an hour or two ago. I bought this TV off of Marketplace for $80. I had to drive an hour away from home. Unfortunately, it's the same distance from work. It was a little bit past the airport. No big deal. So this is the, I think this is the, what model is this TV again? This is the UN65KU7500F. I don't know if you guys do notice the TU8300, the 55 right next to it. That's actually mine because if y'all don't know, well, no one knows. I mean, this is the first time I'm telling you guys that I actually already bought a 65-inch TV. I bought me a 65-inch LG OLED with 14,000 hours on it, with heavy burn-in, because I was planning on putting it in a front room, and I mean, since it already had burn-in, I didn't really have to worry about it. It's kind of like, a beater TV, just put it here, I mean, you kind of see it playing AI Sponge in the background behind me and the reflection of the TV there. But I just couldn't bring myself to put it in the front room. I'm trying to get this done before Christmas. I love this. I love this OLED. I ain't gonna lie, but I could put up with this coloring issue probably more than my family does. I mean, they really don't care, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll have them pick which one they want in the front room, but right now, I'm trying to put something decent in there. So this 65-inch I bought off of Marketplace because it has a backlight issue, which I think I've shown it before last year with the Element Roku TV, whatever. I did a backlight repair job on it. I just jumped the wire and got it working. This one is not that easy. Let me go and get it powered on here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright, so luckily the seller was nice enough to include all the accessories such as the cable and the remote. I do have the stand. I had to take it off so I could fit this in the car because you guys know I got two 18s in there. I kind of had to put this on top of them. Subs are fine. We can go and turn it on here. Hopefully it's not blocking the little sensor. Or hopefully it still works. Let's see. I think it is on the sensor. Let me see if I could put something underneath it real quick. If anything, I might just put the stand back on. Alright, so I got the TV up on the stand here. I just gotta be careful because the screws aren't in there. So we should be able to just turn this on now. There we go. Much better. So yeah, you can see the issue here. This is not my first rodeo with this type of issue in these Samsung TVs. I don't know if you can see here. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. I'm hoping it jumped lenses here. Let me see if I can get that menu back up. Show you real quick. But yeah, you can see right there in the corner that it definitely charred the diffuser in the back, which is actually no big deal because I actually have another one of these. It's not the exact model. It's actually the exact model that I have, but the 65 version of it. The only downside is that it's cracked, and well, once you crack one of these, it's over. It's done. But other than that, I mean, the panel on here looks fine. I did see a bit of like distortion, but I think that's just the animation. Yeah, it's just the animation. Let's see if we can go into the backlight settings here. Man, this one's actually a lot nicer. Oh yeah, you see, this is the problem. People bump these up all the way, and that's why the backlights die so easily. Damn, it goes dim. No lie, I definitely would love to use this as my computer monitor, but I'm kind of using an OLED now, so I'm probably going to see if I can find a 55 curved or 65 curved OLED. I know it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be like $500 if I'm lucky. But yeah, so what happens is one day one of the LEDs will go out, and it'll end up kind of becoming a slight jumper for the other LEDs, and it'll make those brighter, and it'll just start like getting brighter and brighter as each one dies out, which is the reason why it starts getting burn marks. It's a mess. It's a mess with these Samsungs. I don't know. I don't think this is a QLED. I think this is just a regular model. But it definitely does look like a QLED. I ain't gonna lie. Samsung really put a lot of good design into the older curved screen Samsungs back then, because I mean, you could find ones with the glowing Samsung logo on the bottom, and they're just fucking beautiful. But now it's like all they have is the 8 series of the TU8300 series, which is not the... Well, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best that they have. Like, it's not like the top of the line curve, and they really don't make them no more like they used to, Like, they don't make these curved screens anymore. And honestly, in my opinion, I love curved screens. People got mixed opinions about it. I mean, they're definitely popular in the gaming community where people always got curved screens. They got the Odyssey Arc, which is why I got my 55 curve, because I was a broke boy, so I got what I can afford. I got the broke man's Odyssey Arc, and I like mine. I mean, I'm not that big of a gamer, so it's like I don't really mind the high refresh rate or the 60 hertz refresh rate. I mean, I would love to have 120, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's see if I can get something connected on here. Let me see if maybe I could plug the Apple TV in and see how that looks to give you guys a little bit of a better detail on what we're looking at. Alright, so I got the Apple TV plugged in here. Let's take a look, see what we got. Oh, this got HDR on it? Okay, let's try it. Man, you know what, man? It's like these older Samsung curved screens, man. These are just like hidden gems. Like, I don't know any other Samsung TV that's like this nice that's still curved. Like, man, like that picture. Like, I haven't tried this on the OLED yet. But like, I mean, yeah, I know you got that dark spot. No big deal. We're gonna take a look at that and fix that and all that. But man, that is just. I'm actually curious to see how it sounds like. Sounds typical. Alright, so time is currently 9:08. I'm trying to see if I can figure out time for this, because I would have to do this in like one whole day. So I guess what I can do is I can go to the garage and we can start stripping down that other Samsung curved screen and get that prepared to fix this one here. I really don't know. I looked up parts in comparison. Backlights are definitely different, so I would have to kind of rig this one up to see if I can get it to work. If anything, I could just probably desolder the LEDs off of the Samsung, the other curved screen, and put it on this one if the polarity is correct. All I gotta do is get the backlight out of here, but I need to figure out where to put this screen at. That I know it's going to be safe at, and if anything, I'm probably just going to end up tearing it down in my room, because I'd rather not to go in the garage and do this, because even though there's a lot more space in there, I just feel like it's a lot more safe to do it in my room, even though my room is like very fucking small. I think the camera is like, what, 3 feet away from the fucking screen on ultra wide, so it's it's not the biggest room. To give you an idea here, that's a 42-inch rear projection, and yeah, like you can see, like wall to wall and ultra wide, and I'm like kind of like, I mean, my setup's like right there. I just like hit it, so I guess what we can do is we can go ahead and tear this down and see what we're looking at. If the diffuser does not fit this TV, no big deal. I can just go ahead and sand down this one here and kind of refine it so that way it's not all burnt and charred, and maybe grab the diffuser sheets and replace those on here. It might need to be cut out, but we could probably rig something up here. As long as we get this thing back together without cracking the screen, we'll be fine. But, well, let's go ahead and figure out how the fuck to get the screen off. Would you look at that? I literally just broke my fucking tripod that I just got. I think it was already broken, but oh well. Some of the stuff in here you may remember from a couple of older videos, but right there, that is the 65 curve that we're going to get out. Luckily, I didn't have to grab any tools, because really all I got to do is just pry the whole thing apart and grab what I need to grab from there, such as the backlight and the diffusers and all, and I can just trash the rest of it. So, yeah, the only thing I'm really worried about is that this one is slightly thicker, so I really don't know how it's going to fare with the this panel here. But again, if anything worse comes to worse, I'll just go ahead and grab the diffuser and sand it down and kind of refine it so that way it's not, you know, that bad. I swear, these curved screens are a lot heavier than the originals. I got it up and over. Now you gotta get it down and under. Man, I don't know how I pulled that off, but yeah. But yeah, this is the curve. Yeah, this is just painful here. So yeah, this is literally the exact same model as the one I got, except the 65-inch, which is the one I wanted to get, but fucking Best Buy screwed me over. Because they decided to say, oh, yep, these sold out. right before Black Friday, and then after Cyber Monday, they went back on stock for normal price. So I'm like, you fuckers. So this one here, my friend picked up in recycling. So he wanted to sell the boards, but he just ended up giving it to me because he didn't have the time to do it. He had to move, so I just held on to it. I'm glad I did because now I can actually use it for something. Little pro straps with these Samsungs. They had these little tabs right here. They could literally just stick a little screwdriver into and then just pry it open. That was a little too big. What? Do not open it the way I am if you guys are trying to keep yours. This is already broken, so just kind of have to like bend the plastic. So you gotta be careful not to crack it because I've definitely cracked one of these and there's a big old chunk missing in the corner one time. Like that. Like that. Yep. But luckily we're not really saving this, so. All right, so I got the screen off here. I got the diffuser sheets right here. I actually really didn't think nothing of this. I mean, I'm looking for this type of material to do a little project on the Mecha Blazer. Has something to do with that blue trim I never put on. But I really didn't think that I had it in here. I literally grabbed a whole nother TV to save just for it, and I had it right here the whole time. Even got another one right there. That's a different one. But I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the diffuser I'm telling you about. Down here is where it all melts at. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this sheet, put it on the other Samsung, and hope that it works because again, you got them burn marks. If that doesn't work, plan B is just to sand it down as smooth as possible, and hopefully it's more evenly lit than it is when we replace the LEDs, and hopefully the LEDs in here will work on that one too. So hopefully they're the same voltage. I just gotta test it out. And you know, if you ever crack one of these, the easiest way to remove a panel there you go. I just gotta figure out where to put this at. There we go. Well, good news is I got the panel off. Bad news is the backlight is slightly different. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get away with these ones, unfortunately. But I'm gonna still take them off, see if I can do my best. So I guess let's get them off and well, hope for the best. Shut up! On second thought, hold on. Let me see if I still got them. I actually might still have some. I'll just grab some from this here. Just throw it over there. Oh shit, that was a bad idea. I had a very strong gut feeling it was gonna be one of these. So I got the whole back panel off. This is weird because it was actually double-sided taped in the corners. I've never seen that before. But I went and plugged it in, make sure I didn't damage the panel. And for some odd reason, the backlight's fine now. It's fine. Let me see, maybe if I turn it up. Let's try. Settings, where's settings at? Oh. I don't know. Maybe it just knocked something in place perfectly fine when I took it off, but I'm still gonna go in there, check every single LED, replace ones that look burnt. So let's go in here and make sure it don't happen again. While we're there, we're gonna replace the diffuser. So let's keep going. All right, this is the worst part, getting the fucking panel off without breaking it. Did I just... I fucking hope not. There's a fucking piece of tape right here. Where's the blade? That almost just fucked everything up. God, I feel like I really trashed this panel, honestly. Looks okay. I'm gonna carefully put it down. Holy fuck, I hate doing this. This is like literally the worst part of TV repairs is moving the fucking panel. Because one wrong move, one tiny little wrong move, and it's total. That was fucking stressful. Ignore a sponge, but yeah, I think there's a little bit of an issue going on here. Alright, so I got the backlight out. One of the LEDs broke off. I don't know if that's from me or already like that. But yeah, some of them do look quite melted here. I gotta go in here and test every single one out, see which ones are good or not. I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna bridge them and just run it like at low brightness. I do got the other, let's see, I think this one might be a little thinner actually, so it might work. We'll see. It might have to maybe trim off the edges a little bit, but no big deal. So I'll go ahead and get this all fixed up, put back together, and pray that that fucking panel's good, because if not, we're fucked. One thing I really do like about Samsungs is when the main board isn't plugged in and you just plug the power supply in with the backlight plugged in, it actually goes into like this diagnostic mode to where I'll show you real quick. Yeah, looks like backlight's working now. Perfect. But yeah, that's what I like. It goes into like a diagnostic mode and the backlight just goes full brightness. I just fell. Hey Siri, turn on the fan.
It feels like I've been tear-gassed in my own mouth. Come on now. Let's not overreact.
Alright. Not bad looking. A little dim over there, but still not bad looking. It's a bit of markings in here. I wonder if it's from the diffuser or if it's from the plate.
Looks like the joke's on you guys now.
Oh, yeah, it's from the diffuser. So yeah, it's all scratched up on the inside, which means there are gonna be like bright spots all up in the screen. That kind of sucks, but you know what? Hey, definitely a lot better than the condition it was in before. Let's see if I can move it down a little bit. There we go. Come on. All right. Yeah, once we seal it up, it should be fine. I will admit, this was definitely the hardest bezel to take off and put back on. Hey Siri, turn on the fan. All right, not bad, not bad. Could barely even notice any of the imperfections. I mean, you kind of see a little bit of splotching here and there, but it's no big deal. I mean, it's a lot better than having like dark spots and shadows and all that. So it's definitely usable. See a bit of tape up there, no big deal. All right, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see how fragile this thing is. I am very impressed that I was able to get this panel off and put back on, no problem. Well, I mean, we're not like out of the woods yet. Still have to connect it and hope that it shows a video, because otherwise that means it's fucked. But anyway, hey Siri, turn off the fan. Let's go and get this thing put back together. Well, looks like I see a picture. Alright guys, so got the TV all back together. Looks like it's lighting up perfectly fine now. It's still a little bit weird in the corner down there, but it really isn't as bad as it was before. There's a bit of a little like bright spots in the center because of the diffuser. But I mean, watching regular content, you don't even notice it. So I will say this actually is going to be a lot better to put in the living room than this OLED that's all burnt in. Hang on. See how green SpongeBob looks. Yeah, that's kind of why. Maybe I'll let them choose which one they want. You know, I mean, I really don't care which one I use. I'll use out of this one or that one. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but honestly, I'd rather have the OLED in here because of how dark it is. But that thing draws a lot of heat, so I mean, either way, you got two fully functional TVs here. Whichever one they want to use, you know, I'm down with using. I mean, I really don't care. So, but I mean, hey, we got one up and running, ready to go. So, yeah, I gotta say, it was definitely worth the money. I gotta say, it was $80 worth spent, and gotta recycle a bunch of parts from a newer Samsung and revive this one here. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. See y'all later. I'm out. And yes, I have a fan in my room while it's actually 37 degrees outside in wintertime. That's how hot it is in here.